Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Scared Soldier back with another Borderlands 3 video, and in today's video we are going to be looking at the newly buffed Tiggs boom. Now this has been buffed in one of the hotfixes that Gearbox has released, so we're going to go ahead and test this weapon out on some gameplay. But first, let's look at the stats of this weapon. So we have 2205 times 18. This gun also comes in a times 9 or a times 6 version. We have accuracy of 43%, handling 57%, reload time at 3 seconds, fire rate of 2.94 seconds, and a mag size of 5. Now the mag size is very low for this gun considering that it consumes 2 ammo per shot, and also the accuracy is 43%, which is very low. Now the accuracy, keep in mind though, isn't that bad because the spread of the actual shots are quite tight. But again, you're not going to be picking off people across the map with this thing anytime soon. And the fire rate is based on your trigger finger as well. So if you have a fast trigger finger, don't worry too much about the fire rate. Just worry about your mag size because the consumption is pretty brutal. And even if you have a roll of extra mag size on your artifact, it's only going to add an extra 2 shots to the mag, which essentially is only 1 shot. So that's the one thing to note. Now, if you guys were to actually farm the weapon, you're going to have to go over to the Maliwan takedown, and you're going to have to defeat Wotan himself, and he will drop the weapon for you. Now, what we're going to be doing for this testing is we're obviously going to be using our Unholy Mo's build, but we're going to be using a Blastmaster instead because I want to actually see if this gun without a Minesweeper can hold its own, and the Blastmaster is going to give us up to 100% extra damage, which is really going to be nice with that extra splash damage. Roll at the bottom is going to be huge. So that's what we're going to be using with this gun, and we're going to go ahead and see if it's strong. So let's go ahead and check out the gameplay, guys. Alright guys, so we have the Tiggs boom in our hands, and we're at the Slaughter Star 3000, and this gun already is making a big impact because it's absolutely destroying these enemies, if you guys can see. And one of the special effects you guys are about to see in a second is that when you shoot enemies, there is a chance that a hellstorm of projectiles will come out of the sky and rain down on enemies, causing even more splash damage. This is why it's a really nice weapon to use with Mo's, because again, she is the splash damage queen. So anyways, with that out the way, because this has a low mag size as well, keep in mind, because my anointment is next to mags 100% elemental damage, before getting, I can get through those 2 mags really quickly with this gun. So what I do is I like to reload cancel sometimes. So before I get down to my last ammo, I will instantly throw a grenade to cancel my reload so I can keep my anointment up, so I can get the most damage out of this weapon. Now we're using the Blastmaster, as you guys know, and this gun is actually really doing work surprisingly. I'm really happy with the amount of damage it's doing. It's quite a fun weapon to use, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. Alright guys, so we're at the Maliwan takedown with the Tiggs boom, and we're going to try and go against Wotan with it. What better way to kill Wotan than with his own gun? Now with this gun, you guys got to know as well, if you want that special effect to occur where those projectiles come out of the sky, you have to hit critical hits. And it's quite easy to hit critical hits because, especially with the times 18, you're shooting out so many projectiles that you have a pretty good chance of hitting critical hits. And that's where you're going to get the most damage from this weapon, is if you're constantly hitting critical hits and getting those projectiles to spawn from the sky, because those will help you deal with mobs or a bigger group of enemies a lot better, because that splash damage is actually very powerful. Now with this gun as well, you guys are going to see that we're doing a lot of damage versus normal enemies, hellhounds, drones, heavyweights, troopers. All these types of enemies are easy to deal with. Even the Kraken, like you guys see right here, we're absolutely dominating with this weapon. So really the ultimate test with this is going to be against an actual boss. So that's when you're going to see right here, we're at Wotan to test the true power of this weapon. So we can check off the list that this thing is great versus normal enemies, but let's just see if it is going to be a good weapon against a boss. And so far we're actually doing a lot of damage, which is very cool. So another thing too to note is that we're not using action skill and corrosive damage on our grenade. We're actually using fire. I was too lazy to switch it, so that's my bad, guys. But we're also not using a Minesweeper, plus we're also not using action skill and next to mags corrosive as well. We're literally relying on our corrosive from our gun to do the damage. So all that taken consideration, guys, this gun is actually doing very well. I want to know what you guys think about the Tiggs boom in general, guys, in the comment section down below. It'd be really cool to see what your opinion is on it, based on maybe the video or from your experience. But from my experience, I mean, it is doing really good. I'm actually happy that I gave this gun a try, and I think Gearbox did a good job of buffing it. I think that they could have buffed possibly the base damage a little more, in my opinion, but other than that, this thing is really cool. So I highly recommend you guys at least give it a chance, give it a try, because if it's paired with the right build, you guys will do some really cool things. And if you guys are bored of some of the weapons you are using, this is a cool gun to have and mess around with. So with that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think about the Tiggs boom in the comment section, and I'll catch you in the next one. It's your boy Scared Soldier signing out. Peace.